Hello everyone. So I wanted to record this video really quick just to really encourage everyone and just to speak to just some of the stories or posts that I've been seeing on social media just this morning. So one, I did see that yesterday was actually World Suicide Awareness Day. In addition to that, we also had some individuals who did commit suicide who were well known. There's a pastor who, was the pastor of a mega church. There's an individual who actually worked at a university here in Philly who, took his life on Monday, and just several news stories just of others and individuals who don't make the headlines, and, they don't have a widely known name, but yet and still they are still loved and cared for and now missed by their families because they are no longer here with us. For any of you who have been following me for any length of time, you know that several years ago, actually back in 2007, I did attempt suicide as well. And I'm a Christian, grew up in church, don't know anything but church, most certainly believe in God and the power of this hope and the gospel, of just, Jesus dying and being crucified and then rising, again. And in spite of all that and knowing scriptures about different situations, I still lost all hope and attempted to end my life. I'm so thankful that I was not successful in that attempt, but want to just make this video again just to get rid of this whole stigma that individuals who, one, are Christians or pastors or preachers, that they are above the pressures of life. They are not. I'm thankful for the different pastors and preachers that I follow, and seeing them speaking out about this as well, is that we are human just like the rest of you all. We have hurt, we have pain, we have frustration, just like we experience hope and joy and happiness as well. And just because individuals are able to speak to the brokenness of other individuals, it doesn't mean that they are not broken themselves. And so first and foremost, I want to speak to anyone, whether you're a licensed therapist, you're a pastor, preacher, you're an advocate, for mental health awareness, for emotional wellness. I want to tell you that, one, you are not alone, that there is nothing wrong with you per se, like that you are insufficient or inferior, or, something of that nature that makes you feel like that you are all alone and that you can't go and reach out to help because you're the one that helps everyone else. There are so many people who go through situations, and it's okay to reach out for help. The helper has to also be helped. When you think about just a bottle of water, if you're the one that's giving water to everyone else and now you're thirsty, who's going to give water to you? And so just like you pour out and you give to others, make sure that you are reaching out to someone to help you to pour back into you as well. There are so many resources out there for leaders and advocates and for people in ministry, where your support will be confidential, but you also are getting the support of a person who is more than equipped to be able to assist you. There are Christian counselors out there as well for those of you who are people of faith, so you don't have to feel like that, in reaching out for counseling, that you have to jeopardize your faith. And in addition to that, it also doesn't minimize your faith just because you are going through some tough times and you need some assistance with that. Please do not give up hope. Your life matters. People care, even if it seems like no one knows, because you put on such a good front that things are okay. Is that God cares about your brokenness. He cares about your frustration, your anxiety, your worries, your insecurities, anything that you are feeling. And there are resources that are here to help you to process through that and to be able to get the support that you need, and to be able to live a life that is more fulfilled and that is full of peace, even despite situations, because life doesn't get easier. So let me be very real about this post, is that I'm not saying that with having faith in God that all of a sudden you don't have any issues in life, because that's certainly not the truth. That's not even the basis of the gospel, but that's a whole nother video. But in spite of life, is that you can still push forward, and I am an example of that. Like, again, I've been there. I know what that feels like, but I also know what it feels like to be on the other side of hopelessness. I know what it feels like to not to give up and to reach out for help and to tell someone that I'm struggling, because by the time I got to that point in 2007, I hadn't told anyone anything. My family didn't know, my friends didn't know, and quite honestly, they were all very stunned when I did finally begin to share, because again, just knowing how to put up that front, and then on top of that, being the one that was helping other people. And so even though I was struggling myself, I was still a resource for others. And so just make sure that you do that. And then to those of you who may not have ever struggled with wanting to actually end your life, please, please, please do not hurt people with your uneducated opinions. Do not hurt people out of your lack of experience. And please do not demonstrate a lack of empathy or sympathy to those who are struggling. And just please show compassion. Even if you don't understand, even if you don't agree, compassion is always in order. You don't have to agree to show compassion, but let me tell you that your disagreement, your uneducated opinions, your heartless opinions can be the one thing that will push someone over the edge. So please don't minimize anyone's experience. If someone comes to you and discloses that they are struggling, please don't just push them off with saying, oh, it'll be okay, oh, things will get better eventually. Is that there are tangible things that are needed in that moment. If that person is reaching out to you, and if you don't have the capacity, please reach out to someone who does and support them in that way. But every single person who is watching this video, your life matters. You are valuable. You are awesome. You are amazing. It's not about perfection. You don't have to be perfect in order to be valuable. Your past mistakes, whatever your shame, your insecurities, insecurities that you may have, or whatever has happened in your life that has you in a place of hopelessness and brokenness, it is not the end. That does not devalue who you are. You are still worthy. The world still needs you. And God does love you, and that your family and friends most certainly will not be better without you being here. They want you here. They want to continue to see you, to be a part of their lives, and they want to see you to live the life that you desire to have as well. So if you are struggling, I'm going to post the number for the National Suicide Hotline in the comments. Please make the call. Do not carry this burden alone. You have tried to be strong for too long, and so now it's time to get the help that you need, because you deserve to support everyone else the way, or you deserve to be supported rather, in the same way that you have supported everyone else around you. So please don't give up. Please just reach out one more time, try one more time. Your life is worth it, your heart is worth it, your spirit is worth it, so please just don't give up hope. So take care. Hope everyone has a great rest of the week, and feel free to share this with anyone that you feel may benefit from the message, especially your friends or the people in your network or in your church who seems to be the strong ones. Again, you know, so many times when you see these stories come out, a lot of times people are shocked and they didn't know and they don't understand, because the person was so happy and they helped everyone else. So please make sure that you check on your strong friends, that you check on the friends who's always checking on everybody else, and just share light, give love, give compassion, because at the end of the day, love and compassion can go much further than anything else can and will. All right, take care. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.